as it says here on the slide, my name is Ásbergsson. The Anglo-Saxonized version probably be something like Jon Icebergsson. Whatever. I mean, anyway, Jon is. We always go by first name.
Okay.
I guess you have been told already that we don't have any family names. This just means that I am son of Ásberg. My father's name is Ásberg, or was Ásberg, and I have 3 boys, and they're all Jonsson. And if I had a daughter, she'd be Jon's daughter. So my wife's name is Maria, and she has her father's name. So she's Maria Dag's daughter. A bit confusing for some people who come from abroad, but it makes sense in the long run. So if you want to find somebody in the phone directory here, you have to go by first name. You have to know the first names. Anyway, what we would like to tell you a little bit about our unit, the Promote Iceland. And then Inga Hlín Pálsdóttir, you can call her Inga, I guess. It's easier. She will tell you a little bit about our branding work and the Inspired by Iceland project that we've been running. This is our mission in life. We are a very young organization. We were established last year on July 1st, established by law. And as it says here, the goals of Promote Iceland are to grow Iceland's good image and reputation, to support the competitive standing of Icelandic industries in foreign markets, and to attract foreign tourists and investments into the country. So we are basically an umbrella organization covering all 3 areas of attracting tourists, investment, and then helping our companies to sell their goods and their services abroad. Image and reputation, of course, are important, and it came into the law basically because of this financial crisis that we had. Icelanders were very concerned about having lost their good name abroad, and so we were given the sort of the task of at least monitoring what people think about us. So we are an amalgamation of what was called the Trade Council of Iceland, Invest in Iceland, and the Iceland Tourist Board, the marketing part of it. And then we're in charge of selling the services of trade representatives who are in our embassies abroad. So all the so we are basically a public-private partnership between industry and the government. We have a 7-member board of directors, and 4 of those come from the business side, 3 from the government. And then we have several industry boards in tourism, investments, seafood, the arts, and the creative yes. Yeah, yes. And this is about the size of our budget, $8.5 million, and we have 2 kinds of funding, or 3 kinds of funding. Our base funding is a marketing levy. All corporations in Iceland, well, everybody who pays any wages pays a 0.05% tax, marketing tax, which is collected by the government and goes to us to sell and market Iceland abroad. It's a small sum for most of those are involved, but still, added together, there comes a sizable sum. And then we have also money on the government budget, and then we sell our services also. This, I believe, is our chart. We have 3 basic operations. The marketing Visit Iceland, which is Inga's field, then market development, which is training, consultancy, and information services that we give to the companies, and then Invest in Iceland. And then a few slides of, okay, you already know where you are, so I'm not going to dwell on the, I guess you're aware that you have traveled from Boston to Iceland. So but you know, when I'm traveling abroad, I always have this slide on because, you know, a lot of people have no idea about, you know, Iceland. Iceland has to be a part of the Arctic or the polar. And I'm just trying to explain to people that we're not really that far away. And with the eruption, the the volcano last year, the Europeans suddenly realized they are closer than we thought. I mean, they can make all kinds of troubles for us. This is Iceland. It's the 7th largest island in the world. Sparsely populated. Most of us live here in this area around Reykjavik. Pretty high capita GDP, and then we get old. Icelandic men become the oldest in the world. We have the highest life expectancy of any man in the world. We have surpassed the Japanese. The reason I don't really know. Some say it's because we eat fish. My own explanation is that we can retire only when we are 70, so we don't have time to die. We're busy working. But that's my own. So this is the breakdown of our exports, our foreign currency earnings. The seafood industry has always been our most important industry, and now provides almost 30% of our foreign currency earnings or exports. Lately, the aluminium industry has been growing nicely, using the vast resources that we have in our rivers and lakes, and also the geothermal that we have. Tourism growing also, and then we have all the services and all the production. Okay, these are the fish that we're selling. I guess you know these guys. Strangely enough, we export the cod, we eat the haddock ourselves. Why? I don't know. There's no logical explanation, but this is how it goes.
Good.
I sometimes tell people that in Icelandic the haddock is a feminine word, whereas the cod is masculine, and he looks dim-witted, stupid, and we give it away. And the lady like the feminine look of the haddock. This is how the aluminium has been growing, and if the projects that are in the pipelines at some stages, if they become a reality, then this will double in the next maybe 6-7 years. But some of them are, a bit shady. Anyway, we've been growing quite fast in this field. Also the high tech, and high tech here being defined as companies that have 3% of their sales, use 3% of the turnover for R&D, research and development. So these can be all kinds of companies. Information technology quite strong, as you can see, ranked by the World Competitiveness Report 2007. Iceland was ranked as the highest in skills in this area. Okay, and here we come to the breakdown of our main. We are actually very European in the way that we trade, both on the export side and imports. When I first began to in business myself, I've come from. I've been in retailing and then in industry. I ran at the beginning a leather producing factory, and we had some customers in the US. And I remember at that time we sold almost 30%, or Iceland sold about 30% of our exports went to the US. But it's been declining every year since for 20 years, and is now becoming quite small. And this is to do with the dollar versus the euro, and also the European, the EEA agreement that we made. I mean, we can sell our stuff into euro without any customs or duties. And now Inga will be taken over. This is how tourism has been growing over the years and becoming now quite an important part of our economy. And yeah, now it's yours.
No, it's my turn.